wanna do real bad things with you.
Hey Trubies, it's Wednesday and I'm Victoria and welcome to the Blood Bank. This week I'm going to be discussing my favourite episode and least favourite episode of True Blood and why. I'm going to start my favourite. Now this was quite hard because a lot from season 1 is my favourite because obviously it got me into the show and I really enjoyed it. Season 2 was really slow at the start, but towards the end I had quite a few favourite episodes there. But I'm going to go with something relatively recent so it's fresh in the mind. Episode 2 of season 3, Beautifully Broken. Now the start, we see Bill being a badass again. He's beating up all the werewolves, bitten off one of the guy's ears, has a funny confrontation with Cuda that we all know. Cuda? Seriously? We get introduced to Russell, who I'm really enjoying at the moment, and I like the first scene of him riding in on the horse. Talbot, who's also one of my favourite characters, he's got a few funny lines in it. We have the flashback that has Godric in it again with Eric being the Nazis. We have some great scenes with Terry, very emotional ones with Sookie showing his caring side. Some of my favourites again with Jason and Andy Belfleur, you know, when they're drunk in the bar. And we've also got some Lafayette scenes that I really enjoyed when Tara's, you know, trying to commit suicide and Lafayette just lays it down, and he's got some really good lines when he's in the car with her. I just thought it was a really enjoyable episode, as well as being introduced to Franklin. That episode just showed a lot of new characters that have turned into some of my favourites now, so I really did enjoy it, as well as the ending of creepy Franklin chatting up Tara in the bar. She's leaving, ends up beating up these guys while Franklin just willingly holds them, and he obviously gets a bit, like, you know, turned on by the fact that she's beating the crap out of these guys. So yeah, just for the fact that it purely introduces some of my favourite characters, it's one of my favourite episodes, just for a more recent one. Now, to go on to least favourite, it'd have to be something from early season 2, like Let's Get This Party Started or Shake and Finger Pop. Anything that's got a lot of Mary-Ann in it. Mary-Ann, I was never very fond of her, especially with the scenes of her moving into Sookie's house, making a complete mess of it, with Eggs and Carl and Tara. The disgusting parties she had, I was just started to get sick of seeing those scenes, and just sick of her face, her voice, the way Eggs and Tara were. I was just bored of those scenes. So it's kind of hard for me to pick an episode that I really dislike. So I'm just going to say the early episodes of season 2, when it was kind of slow and all we just saw was Mary-Ann a lot of the time. So there we go. There's my favourite and least favourite episodes. Stay tuned. It's been Victoria for the Blood Bank.